Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are feeling really good today. And it is a gorgeous Saturday morning. And I would like to let you know something about health. Good health is wealth. When you have good health, that means you don't gotta invest or spend money on a doctor and a specialist. No follow-up visits, no visits to the hospital or the doctor. It is a blessing and it is wealth when you have good health. And this is one of the many reasons why I've made the choice to take better care of my body, to take care of my nutrition, take care of my health, and just to make time, to actually work out so that I can stay active. I want to one day be able to pick up my grandkids and play with them. I know that I cannot do certain things that I did perhaps, 20 years ago. I get that, but you got to stay active, You don't want to get stiff because when you don't move your body, when you don't work out, as you get older, it gets tougher and your ability to move, it minimizes. If you could lift your arm straight up, you can no longer do that. As you get older, you won't be able to bend down to even tie your shoelaces or pick something up. I've seen a lot of elders that struggle with this, and it's because they never invest time to, to take care of themselves, to exercise and take care of their body and have a good nutrition. So good health is actually wealth, people. I know that when we say wealth, when they mention, being rich, we automatically think of money or we think of material things. And it's super cool, to have nice material things. I like nice things, but I understand that I also shouldn't live above my means. It took me a long time to figure that out. And I don't want to be in a bad financial position because I want something nice. I a lot of times I question my motives, my intentions. Why do I want, something? Why do I want a really nice car? Why do I want, a nice pair of shoes or sneakers? Why do you want to do that? Are you trying to impress somebody, but then, putting yourself in a financial hole because you want to look good or you want to make somebody jealous or envy you? It's not worth it. So people, good health is true wealth. You want to be healthy, you want to be able to have good breathing also. You want to be able to breathe, and have stamina, and not be tired all the time. That when you even go up a staircase or you walk somewhere, that you're not winded. So that all comes down to, what you are investing in your body, in your nutrition. So that's why you should make the time to work out. And more than ever, when you start to get older, you see it. I've seen how my body has changed. I'm in my mid 40s now, and it is different. It is different. I would get aches and pains in areas that never used to get aches and pains. And that's just part of, the aging process. But I've been able to, in a way, reverse that by having active lifestyle. I used to get a lot of lower back pain, and I'm talking about a lot. Shoulder pains, knee pains. I mean, it was pretty bad. And I didn't like that feeling. And ever since I've became consistent with working out, warming up before the workout and doing a little post-workout stretch, that has been a game changer. And I have to say, And I'm not gonna exaggerate, but I do feel younger. I do feel agile. I feel very good. I still have my days, you wake up and you feel tired if you didn't get a good night's rest. Sometimes, you're a little bit overwhelmed with life's situations and things like that. That's understandable. But there is a world of difference when you take care of your body. And not only when you take care of your health, but remember too that when you work out, it's inevitable that you're going to look better as time goes on. You're going to gain muscle. You're going to lose that body fat. So when you wear something, I a lot of times I like to wear, nice things, for special occasions, when we go out to dinner and things like that, when we get together, if I get invited, to a gathering or something. And it's super cool because I see how people give me compliments now more than before. I get a little bit of more attention, and it's because I've made a commitment, to taking care of my body, of being active. So what you wear is going to look nice. And understand this, sometimes people, they'll give me a compliment. Oh, wow, that's a nice shirt. Wow, that looks really nice. And it's not so much that the shirt looks nice. It's just that when you're in shape, when you're fit, when you wear things, they're going to look nice. That's what happens. Your body is actually the outfit. It's not the outfit itself. It's your body that makes, the outfit look good. So take care of yourself. Remember, health is wealth, and you want to be active. As you get older, I don't want to feel like a burden, on my daughter, because she's already, a young adult, very young. But later on, I'm thinking 15, 20 years down the line, God willing, I hope, I'm still around. I don't want to be a burden to her. I want to be active. I want to be able to move around, and if by then, I have grandkids, I want to be able to play with them, pick them up, and still, have strength, still be agile, still be, somewhat, athletic. It's awesome. It's an awesome thing. And that's something that you should not take for granted, is your health. So my people, I hope that you are doing it, that you are making time to go to the gym. And if you don't have access or you don't like the gym, at least, do as I do. Just work out at home or go outside, go for a walk, but move your body. And be careful with what you eat. Be careful with what you put in your body. Do not take shortcuts. Do it the old-fashioned way, work for it. Even though it takes longer, you will appreciate when you get there. So have a beautiful, very blessed Saturday, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.